Hey gang, Tony here. Got a little bit of a special video going on today. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this or not. I'll see how it goes. But I'm finally ready to start casting my baby Freddy and the other little secret project that I was telling you guys about on Facebook. So I have all my stuff kind of set up here. Well, some of the stuff anyway. All the molds are right here. See, these are the molds that I have been showing you guys periodically for the baby Freddy, and then this one I don't want you to see too much because that's the secret project. But I have everything set up, and it occurred to me that I need a couple supplies. I really need some spray paint for the priming of the pieces once they're done. And I also need something to secure the seam on the cut block molds. So I need something to kind of wrap these with, either masking tape or electrical tape or rubber bands, none of which I have on hand. So I need to run out for a couple things. Also, Luna has been going completely batshit every time I come over in this area to like prepare. I'm just about to get working and she comes flying over here and running around everything. So I decided that I would give her a chance to kind of get some of the energy out of her, and maybe when I get back she'll be asleep and I can kind of get some work done. The only other thing that's worrying me a little bit right now is that the gusts have died down a little bit, but it is fairly windy out there, and I don't know if you can really tell from this shot, but it's pretty windy, and although it has warmed up a little bit, I mean, it's definitely not really warm out there, but it warmed up enough. I should probably explain, I don't really have any like workspace to do spray painting and stuff, so I usually have to do it outside, which is part of the reason I haven't been like rushing to get this stuff done, because being winter, it's just hard for me to get a lot of the kind of outdoor parts of this done where I normally just go outside and spray paint stuff. So I was hoping to be able to kind of get out on the driveway maybe and do some of that today, but it's pretty windy. I don't know. I really need to set up a studio workspace somewhere. And Luna has decided this is the best place to go to sleep. Anyway, I am going to go out and I'm going to take you guys with me. So, see you in a minute. I don't know if I ever told you guys how I have to set my camera up when I do these videos, but I basically have to strap the camera to my visor, to the passenger visor, with rubber bands while I drive. It just kind of bounces around a little bit, and it's like not the best way to do this, but I hope that it looks alright. I've missed doing these videos. The last time I did this was, one of my last yard sale videos, I guess, which had to be months ago, sometime in the fall. And although yard sale season is finally coming back upon us, I kind of was getting a little itchy to do another one of these kind of driving around videos. So, as I mentioned, I'm out to get some supplies for my sculptures. Problem is, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, because I can either go to Home Depot or I can go to True Value Hardware. True Value is much smaller and probably a little more expensive because it's not quite as large of a corporation as Home Depot is, but it's also a lot closer. So I'm tempted to just save the time and spend the extra couple bucks, seeing as how I really just need a couple cans of spray paint and some rubber bands, some masking tape. Also, another benefit of going to True Value is it's right across from the supermarket where I can get me some coffee. And I'll tell you what, I need some coffee right now. Otherwise, not much happening, guys. Not much happening. This is my spring break, so I am very excited to actually have a week off. Kind of why I'm trying to get some work done. I've been doing some writing, editing this new thing that I'm working on, a secret project. I have a lot of secret projects. Have you noticed that? It's like, oh, secret projects. I'm not going to tell you. I don't want to ruin the surprise though. But I'm working on something. I don't know how many of you guys actually read any of my stuff, but I will have something cool coming out a few months maybe. And the other secret project, the sculpting secret project, is going to be unveiled hopefully also tomorrow. I would love to also cast that today, spray it today, and then paint it up tonight and have it for tomorrow. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Well, I was too lazy to set the camera up for the very short drive from the supermarket to the hardware store. I'll show you why. I'm sitting in the parking lot of the hardware store, and that across the way is the Weiss, the supermarket. So I obviously didn't feel the need to set the camera up. I got my coffee. Success in that one area, although it took them about 10 minutes to find the cups, so that was annoying. I even gave a shot at the old claw machine, even though there was nothing really good in it, but came up empty. Just one 50-cent play for the fuck of it. And now I am going into True Value, which is directly behind me. And then it will be back to the house for casting. See you soon. I think I'm going with this stuff right here. My other choice is this guy here. The satin instead of gloss in a darker color. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet. Not sure. Not too bad a price. Alright everybody, I am done with my little errands here. I did pick up the spray paint that I showed you in the store, and you probably saw the masking tape in my hand too. So it is back to the old homestead for a little bit of casting. I always second guess myself when I get to this stage. Well, I second guess myself in every stage of the process, but when I have to like choose a primer color, this is all right here. When I have to choose like what color spray paint I want to use for the bottom coat, it's helpful to get a paint color that if it shows through a little bit underneath the dry brushing, that it makes sense in terms of color scheme. And I just have the hardest time figuring out which color I want to use in the spray paints and stuff. I wish people learned how to drive. Wouldn't that be nice if just everyone knew how to drive correctly and there weren't any problems? That was an exciting trip, wasn't it? Drive 5 minutes down the road, go get coffee and spray paint, and then drive 5 more minutes back down the road. It's like, meh. I'm so excited. This is my life. You understand me? My life. Oh shit. Fucking road is falling apart back there. Jesus Christ. There was a human-sized hole in the road over there. There it is. There it is, Mr. Coffee. Hello, Mr. Coffee. How are you today? Would you like to go down my throat now? It sounded vaguely pornographic. Here we go! Go! And we're home. But of course, before I get to do any work at all, I have to walk the dog. Leo! Hey gang, so as you can see, Luna has not taken the hint. No matter how many times I remove her from my work area, she has decided that this is the perfect place to hang out. And Luna's back, so now you could see why it takes me so long to do anything in my place. It's like there's no winning. Oh my god. So Luna finally left, and now she's coming back. Alright, so mix-in is really, really important. I know you can't see this very well, I apologize, but I have to work quickly here. You need to get this stuff mixed together all the way. I mean, you can't have it partially mixed, otherwise it won't cure correctly. And it's fairly hard to tell for the most part. I hold it up to the light. That's what you can't see me doing off camera. I apologize. I'm just holding it up to the light, making sure that it looks like it's mixed. And now I'm going to work this into the first mold and hope for the best. I'm squeezing this mold to make sure that it gets in all the places it needs to be. And I'm going to pour a little extra in. I'm going to pour a couple other molds here because it looks like that one is already... Watch out, Luna. Looks like that one's filled. And let me get a shot of this if I can. That's them curing. See that? See how it's turning white? That's the curing process. You might also see a little bit of smoke coming out. That's because this is an exothermic reaction, meaning it creates heat. Alright everybody, I'm back. As you could see, I did end up pouring all the molds, so I have everything poured here. I'm going to start by unmolding the ones that I started with, you guys have seen before. So this is one of the SAM magnets. I'll just pop them out. Hopefully we have a pretty good cast of this guy, considering I poured it really quick. Alright, there you go. There's the unmasked Sam. He looks like he came out pretty good, actually. All this stuff back here, that's flushing, and usually at this stage you could just peel it off, which is really helpful. And then you got your little Sam. So, looks like I'll be painting at least a couple of these guys for my next sale. So again, I could just kind of break that stuff off if you get to it early enough. Peel them out. See how this guy came? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Knocked out most of the bubbles. Usually I have trouble with bubbles in the small areas, but if I can get to them quick enough and knock them out while the resin is still liquid. Alright, so we got our Sams. This I'm not going to show you because this is the secret sculpt. I'm going to pop them out off camera and I'll let you know how it looks. Pretty good. I think you guys are going to like this one. I want to save this for the reveal once it's fully painted though. This first one is the arms. just going to take all this masking tape off. Okay. And it's looking alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Get some of this extra crap out of there. Looks alright. See, some resin got stuck in there, but looking alright. Alright, so what we have are, now I know that that looks weird to you probably, but I'm gonna, yeah, they actually came out really well. That's all just a lot of what they call flushing. So I connected the two arms in the mold so that air would go in and out the other side, thereby making sure to fill in the whole thing. So here, I'll show you what's going to happen here. I am going to clip these off of there. So this piece right here is garbage. It's just there for connection purposes. So that's garbage. And then these parts on here, I'm going to have to also, now in the future when I'm molding these, I'm going to probably try not to pour that much resin there, because this is all, that's all garbage. But and then all this stuff will just flake off. See that? Alright, so got our two arms cleaned. I just gotta, you know, fix them up a little bit, but those are good. Alright, so far so good. We got arms. Next up, we will unmold the main torso. So this is the main torso part. In there, let's just get them out. There we go. Now, the beauty of these cut molds is that if I feel like I need to cut it more to get them out easier, I can. But it's better to have fewer cuts, so I'd rather struggle a little to get Freddy out of there. So again, this stuff is all just flushing, pull it off. Let's have a look at this guy. He came out pretty damn good, look at that. Freddy. You guys didn't get a good look at the spine area really in my previous videos. But it looks like everything filled in. We got the hole in the socket, which should make for an easy assembly. Those came out nice. Not too bad on the seams either. If you look, it's really hard to see any real major seams. Maybe a little cleanup over here. Here's the seam here. Could pull off most of that, but not too bad. And then this part I'll sand down. Not bad, huh? Alright, so that's the main body. Next up, why don't we do this? Well, no, I'm saving that one. I'm real worried about that one. This is the base right here. This is an easy one. Obviously, I didn't have to do a cut mold for this, so this should just pop right out. Yes, that was correct. That looks not bad. Alright. Check out those hands. They came out looking pretty damn sweet. There's the other hand right there. Got the rock walkway. This is back here is where Freddy's gonna sit. Now it should be just a matter of pulling it out, I hope. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see how that came out. Not bad. Okay, so there's the blanket. Again, you know, there's a lot of cleanup that has to happen here. All these little edges, these two lumps right here I'm taking off. Those won't be there. You can see that nice pattern. The fringe came out pretty good. Again, I just have to clean off this excess stuff right there. Alright, so have broken off lots of flushing Luna's checking it all out. And here is the prototype of Baby Freddy, still unpainted, but all put together. So I'm trying to get a good shot of this. There he is. You guys saw pretty good close-ups, I think, of all the components earlier on, but none of this is glued in or glued down yet, just so you know. It's really just... Oh, Luna. She's checking it out. Alright, so obviously the blanket's not glued down or anything yet, but just to give you an idea of how it all looks, kind of flip them around a little bit. Everything came together real nice. All the pieces fit together. No major problems that I can tell in terms of molding. Or, I mean, casting. Sorry about that. I learned a couple of things that I'm going to have to watch out for along the way, but otherwise, I think it's looking pretty damn good. Well, the blanket moved, but here we go. So yeah, all this will be glued down. The blanket will be glued into place like that, right there. And obviously, it's still going to have to paint, but I want to give you guys a little bit of a look of the process that I go through. So for every single figure that I have to do, that whole casting process obviously is part of it. And then I'm going to spray paint everything with primer separately. Then I'm going to glue everything together so that it looks like this. Actually, no, I'm going to paint everything separately and then glue it all together. And then do final touches once it's all put together. So, there you have it. We're getting close. Almost time for Baby Freddy. And the secret project. Alright, everybody. Hope you're liking the look of Freddy. I know he wants to be in your house, staring at you as you sleep.